If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture on gate measurement series. Today we will be solving question number 11, 12, 13, 14 and then 15. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. If you come to 11, the metal strain gauge has a factor of 2. What is metal strain gauge factor? The nominal resistance of this, it undergoes strain of this, the value of the change of resistance. Metal strain gauge is, what is strain gauge? If you give strain means if you give pressure, so the length will change. Suppose this is length of anything, I am giving strain from both sides, so the pen gets strings. So if it gets strings, then there is a change in resistance also. That is the strain gauge effect. So there is a change in resistance delta R by R if I change the length, or if I change the strain, you can say also if I change the pressure. So length is directly proportional to that one. Okay, so if I change the length, what is the change of R? That is known as the factor that they have given, has a factor of 2, that you can say. So this factor is given as 2. So this is given as 2. That is the effect. That will be 2 times. If strain is there, then 2 times effect will come in delta R by R. So delta R by R will be equal to 2 into delta L by L. What is delta? It undergoes a strain of 10 to the power minus 5. So the strain, this one is 10 to the power minus 5. Okay. So what is delta R now? Original resistance was 120. So 120 into 2 into 10 to the power minus 5. Because they are asking the change. That is delta R only. So if you do this one, it is 2.4 into 10 to the power minus 3. Option C. Okay, if you come to question number 12, a 0 to 10 mA PMMC ammeter reads 4 milliampere in a circuit. Its bottom control spring snaps suddenly. The meter will now read. If you see the PMMC meter, the permanent magnet is there, and then you have a coil which rotates. But how these currents are provided to the coil? Through there are control springs in top and bottom also. So via these control springs only this current flows to the coil. Because if you place a coil, then it will in the magnetic field, then it will rotate. Under that effect it works. So the current that you are feeding from outside, that passes through these control springs, because this control spring will give you control torque, which is opposing your deflecting torque. Deflecting torque means it will deflect, and control torque will hold it. Okay, so that it comes back to its original position when the effect is gone. So you are passing this current via this control springs. So if it snaps, then no current will pass through it. So it will not move. So you will get a 0 reading. So that is on the very basic constructions of PMMC meter. 200 volts scale PMMC type DC voltmeter having figure of merits FOM, 10 kilovolt per 20 kilovolt per volt are connected in series. The series combination can be used to measure the maximum DC volt. So you connected 2 voltmeter in series. If it is series, then what is the common? This current I should be the same current in these two. Both are 100 volt, and then it is 10 kilo ohm per volt. It is 100 volt, then it is 20 kilo ohm per volt. So what is the total resistance of this one? Suppose R1, R2. So it is 10 kilo into 100. What is the total resistance here? 20 kilo into 100. Okay. What is the current it can take maximum? Let us see. I1, I2. So it is measuring 100 volt. In case of that is the maximum voltage it can measure. So maximum voltage it can measure. So maximum current will occur there. So it is 10k by 100. So if you do this one, it is 100 will go on. 1 into 10 to the power minus 5, minus 4. And if you do this one, that will be 100 divided by 20k into again 100. This V by R. So 100. So it will be 5 into 10 to the power minus 5. So which one is smaller, I1 or I2? So obviously I2 is smaller than I1. So it can take maximum this much current. So you cannot give more than I2 current through this one. Whichever is the smallest, that will come. So I2 can flow here. Because if you flow I1, then this will burn. Because this cannot take maximum current of this much. It can take maximum 5 into 10 to the minus 5. So you cannot push more current here. Okay, so what is the current you can flow? That is I2. So if you are flowing I2 current, then what voltage it is measuring? I2 into what it is resistance? 10 kilo into 100. So this is the measurement you are getting from first one. Second one is same, because you are doing this one. So I2 into, it will remain same. That is 100 volt. Because you are putting the same values. But here it can change. Because here you are giving less current to its maximum permissible currents. 10 into 10 to the power 3 into 100. So 100 10 to the power 3, this will go, so it is 50 volt. So total voltage it can measure 50 plus 100, because in series voltage will be added, so it will be 150 volt it can measure. So whenever they are saying that it is in series, that clue you should come. Okay, series means there is some restrictions on the current, because same current will be flowing through this, so you cannot cross the maximum current of the another one. So the minimum current I have to pass. What is the minimum of these two? That I have to pass. Minimum of the maximum of these two currents. I max, I1 max, I2 max. What is the minimum of these two? That current I can pass, because if I don't pass that current, if I go beyond that, then 1 meter will burn, because 1 meter will take more current that it is allowed to pass. If you come to 14, the scale of the voltmeter is uniform. So which scale is uniform? You know it is PMMC, because permanent magnet. So you can remember it in this way also. PMMC meter, because it is permanent magnet, so its saturation doesn't get affected so badly. But here all others you are moving around, so when you pass on currents, it becomes magnet. So it BH curve, if you see it will be saturated after some time. So it will not be a smooth BH curve, because BH curve initially it may look smooth, but after that it will get saturated. So your scale will not be uniform. The change will not be uniform. So PMMC is only uniform. You can assume, you can remember it from this concept. For the remembrance only I am saying. Now 15. For a given frequency, the deflecting torque of an induction ammeter. Now induction type meter I have already discussed in switchgear classes. If you want to see, you can see switchgear lecture. I will give a link to this one in the suggestion. It might be coming in your upside right hand corner. You can check that out. So there I have discussed how from a single current you can producing two torque and how it is doing. So you can see that I is directly proportional to I, T is directly proportional to I square, because it was proportional to phi I. Phi is also produced by I. One is eddy current, one, so eddy current flux, one is that normal flux. So interaction between the eddy currents will produce that torque. The disc will rotate. So how it will rotate we have explained there in details. You can check it out. So it will be obviously current square. The ammeter is directly, the reflecting torque is directly proportional to A square, current square. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.